Let's say my phone storage is 64 billion bytes, lots of zeros here. To make the writing and reading easier, numbers that are too big like this or too small are usually written in standard form. Standard form is a way to write a number in the form of a times 10 to the power of n, where a is between 1 and less than 10, and n is integer. So this number can be written as 64 times 10 to the power of 9 bytes. And 10 to the power of 9 is equals to 1 giga. So you can write this as 64 gigabytes or 64 GB. Sounds familiar, right? Because you're used to see 64 GB rather than 64 billion bytes. Here I give you some questions to do. Write the following numbers in standard form. To write this number in standard form, the number must be between 1 and 10. So for question A, this number is actually at the back. So this number is actually at the back. And to write this number in standard form, I must move the decimal. So decimal is here. Move the decimal to this number. So move to 8.3012. And I have to calculate. Just now I moved the number 1, 2, 3, 4. I move it 4 decimal place. So I need to multiply with 10 to the power of 4. You can always check back your answer when 8.3012 times 10 to the power of 4, meaning that times there are 4 zeros. So I move 4 place value. I can always get back the answer. So for question B, still the same concept. To write in standard form, I must write the number in between 1 and 10. To make this number between 1 and 10, must be here. Move the decimal to here, 8.3012. This number is in between 1 and 10. And just now I have to move the decimal. So 1, 2, 3. I have to move 3 place value. So I need to multiply with 10 to the power of 3. For these questions, the value is less than 1. So the value is less than 1, but the concept is still the same. Need to write the number in between 1 and 10. So I need to move the decimal to here, 2.3. So I must make it 2.3. So it's between 1 and 10. And multiplies with. So the number, this number is bigger. 2.3 is bigger than 0.023. So we need to divide it with a number. Need to divide it with a number so that it becomes smaller. It will be same as. So I need to divide with just now 1, 2. So just now I move 1, 2. 1, 2. So that means divide 100. 2.3 divide 100 so that it will be equals to 0.023. And because in standard form we need to write the number in a times 10 to the power of n, so we don't want to divide, so we need to change it to multiply. So 2.3 multiplies. So when division change to multiplication, you just flip the numerator and denominator. So it's 1 over 100, and 1 over 100, you can write this as 2.3 times 1 over 10 to the power of 2. 10 to the power of 2. And still remember this, the negative index. So a to the power of negative n is equals to 1 over a power n. So for this question, this is equals to 2.3 times, so 1 over 10 to the power of 2 I can write as negative index. To write in standard form, we need to write in index form. So it is 10 to the power of negative 2. And question B, this number you have to write it as standard form. So the decimal I have to place here as well, 2.003. So basically just now when I moved the decimal 2 decimal places, so like just now 1, 2 places, I need to multiply with 10 to the power of negative 2. So for this I need to move in 1, 2, 3 decimal place. So basically I can just multiply 10 to the power of negative 3. This means that is multiply. So this means that is 2.003. If you refer to question A, is basically divide. So divide 10 to the power of 3. 10 to the power of 3, meaning that 10 to the power of 3 is basically 30. So that's it. For this question, express each of the following as single number. So you need to change the standard form to a single number. So 1.107 times 10 to the power of 3 is equals to 30. So 10 to the power of 3 is 1000. So there are 30. And this is equals to 1107. So you move the decimal to the back for 3 place values. For question B, 5.64 times 10 to the power of negative 2. So 10 to the power of negative 2, which is equals to 1 over 100. So the negative meaning that is 1 over. So it's 1 over 10 to the power of 2, which is 1 over 100. When 5.64 divide 100, okay, times 1 over 100 means that it is divide 100. This is equals to 0.0564.